Kevin, you're clearly disappointed today with a 2-0 defeat in the FA Trophy here at Quorn. Ending the competition before it's almost begun, it would feel, and I don't know, what were your thoughts on that today?
Again, we were poor, and I find myself apologising for, excuse me, for some real indifferent performances. Credit to Quorn. I saw them last week, and they're in a good place mentally. They're able to score goals, and you make the lads aware of that. And I just thought we switched off to allow them behind us and into a good moment for the first goal, and then do pretty much exactly the same to concede the penalty for the second goal. And we've got a similar mountain to climb as we had at Stourbridge. And again, I have to take responsibility for that. But it's when players go out there and trusting that they're going to deliver and be able to cope with the rigours of what today was all about. Clearly, unfortunately, too many weren't, and that's where it sits. And again, it's my responsibility. I brought those players to the club, and I just feel let down by some performances there today. And clearly, we've let a strong travelling band of supporters down today. That's not what I'm in the business to do, and something I'm not comfortable about. And certainly, need to change things. I've said that for a little while, and there perhaps haven't been the changes that I would have hoped to have made to this point. But look, that's where we are, and clearly, again, I need to change some of the personnel.
Sure. I know you did speak in midweek, and you did warn that Quorn are a very capable side, and obviously feel that some of those warnings perhaps went unheeded.
I just the first goal, we just watch the ball, don't we? We pretty much shape up. We are man for man, and similar system to Quorn. But to a man, they were better than us. They were more athletic, sharper. Recognised moments better, got into good areas better than we did. And credit to them, they play very well. But I need to pull together a side and put together a side that's capable of dealing with those sort of situations. And at the moment, I haven't done that. And like I say, it's a disappointing day again, and we've had this season already too many disappointing days. And I totally understand where football's at, and how difficult, like I say, I make it for certain people at the club. You just, lads, at the end of the day, once they cross that white line, you've got to trust in them and what they can deliver. And clearly, nobody else. I've made that mistake. Nobody else. And I need more and expect more out of players. And when you don't get it, it is disappointing. Whether the guys want me in place or not, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. There may be somebody else that they feel can come in and do better and shake it up a little bit, because it clearly needs that now.
Sure. Did the break, not having a game, first game in 11 days, is that any kind of a factor at all, do you think? I mean, there's always this argument that the rest is helpful, but then if you're in a rhythm, then it helps to stay in one. Yeah. It's arguable that we're not in one.
Yeah, again, when I've interviewed in the week about the importance of trophy games and FA Cup games, they allow you to find go and find that bit of consistency and momentum, more importantly. And so, listen, I'm not going to make any excuse about not having had a game. Yes, we look rusty. The surface, again, it doesn't see us to the best effect, but I don't want to make excuses for that. Quorn were far better and sharper than us. Some of the refereeing decisions might have been difficult, but you've got to overcome all those bits and pieces and show that you are capable of understanding enough of the challenges that you face. And like I say, Quorn are a good side, very athletic, strong, physical, recognised better moments, were sharper than us today, and that disappoints me, because there's not many sides that I put out that aren't able to cope with those situations. Yes, they're always a challenge. You're not going to get through them every time, but I do feel let down by certain players today, and ultimately I've let the supporters down.
You have sought to shake things up a little bit. I know the signing of Rich Worton came in just slightly too late yesterday for him to be eligible today, but he'll be eligible next week. What do you envisage you'll get from him?
Yeah, Rich is a man and will take responsibility. He's obviously the latter part of his career, but he's strong and powerful, and will bring a presence to the front line. For too long now we've been relying on Montel alone, and I need to put somebody and bring somebody in to go and support him up there. Like I say, Reece understands the game. He will put a demand on the players around him and on himself. Hasn't quite got the legs that he used to have, but that's where we find ourselves. And yeah, you know, you have to deal with that and get on with it and make the best use of him and the qualities that he'll bring to the table. And he will show that bit of passion that I thought, you know, one or two were lacking today at certain times, and a bit of desire. And it can be a difficult place for young men out there, and when things aren't quite going your way, and you can feel quite lonely, but you've got to be able to grasp that nettle and get through that and deal with that situation. And clearly, you know, some of the players that I brought to the club aren't capable of dealing with it, and you know, aren't capable of dominating the opposition like I would hope. And again, that like I say, my mistake for bringing them to the club, no doubt about that. And I understand that people will be disgruntled, and I get that totally, and have every reason to be disgruntled with what they saw there today. And like I say, my responsibility, and I have to, if I'm given time, try to change that.
Sure. You did have Fraser Kerr back today. You're still missing Jared Hotchkiss, Ricardo Denanga. I'm guessing that was the result of the injuries they picked up at Stourbridge. Not quite right.
Yeah, like you say, Nathan being out, Jared being out, big players for us. Equally, yeah, Ricardo, who's, you know, has been a, you know, biggish player for us, and he's making his way in the game. Just to have them about your armament would have been nice, but clearly, you know, even at that, it would be, you can't make excuses because we haven't got those players. You still expect more out of players when they cross that white line, and expect them to deliver more and offer more than they did at certain times. And you know, the lack of quality that we show in certain areas, I can't defend that. There's no defending that. You know, 5 and 10 yard balls that we're turning over are really poor, and don't allow you to build any momentum in game. You know, going and winning headers and being strong and brave in certain moments. Quorn showed better in those areas than us today. That's reality, and you know, we can't, you know, sugarcoat that. That's reality. Players won't like to hear it, but that's what happened there today. You know, they were more aggressive than us, they were more athletic than us, and you know, fair play to them, and we wish them well in the next round.
Kevin, we appreciate your honesty and your time. Thanks very much.
Thank you.